Hi, Sumaira.
Hi.
So now you're with I mean, what is it exactly pronounced as? Dongri Danger? Is that what it's called?
No, it's called Dongri Danger.
Danger. Okay. Wow. I like the wordplay. So tell me all about it. What is
Oh,
happening there? Yeah.
Dongri Danger is basically a stand-up special. And जैसे मतलब basically like I said कि stand-up comedy में there is one goal that every comic has, which is that they're working towards releasing their video either online or like they want to record it, and like some comics are very lucky that one OTT platform will pick it up and then like you get to stream and on that. For in my case, of course, it's Amazon Prime Video, and I'm very like grateful to them because they came on in my career very early on. So that's what डोंगरी डेंजर इज. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट कि डोंगरी डेंजर में क्या है, डोंगरी डेंजर में वो सब सारे जोक्स हैं जो मैं 2016 से लिख रही हूँ एज अ कॉमिक. मैंने कॉमेडी फुल टाइम 2016 में स्टार्ट की थी. 2017 के बाद ये शो पूरी तरीके से बना क्योंकि आई एम सॉरी टू ब्रिंग दिस अप बट सो 2017 में लाइफ चेंजिंग इवेंट हुआ मेरी जिंदगी में where my brother passed away. So I became it added like a different whatever to my comedic style where it wasn't just about like jokes, SE बस having jokes, but also like something personal like my experiences growing up in Dongri, my father's experiences growing up in Dongri. So this show is mixture of both, like Sumaira before 2017 and Sumaira after 2017.
Right. Okay. So, you have done career counseling before. No, career, nahi, sorry. Counseling basically you've
हाँ.
done before this. So, from counseling to stand-up comedy, did you do it for your own healing या लोगों को हंसाने के लिए किया?
It's a good question, Shaheen. मैंने राइट मैं साइकोलॉजी ग्रेजुएट हूँ, मैंने साइकोलॉजी पढ़ी, तो मुझे थेरेपिस्ट बनना था, काउंसलर बेसिकली. तो तब जब बेसिकली थेरेपी इज कि कोई आपको आके आपके प्रॉब्लम सुनाएगा और फिर आप पैसे लोगे. मैं सोचा व्हाई एम आई डूइंग दिस, मैं अपने प्रॉब्लम्स जाके लोगों को स्टेज पे सुनाती हूँ.
Exactly right.
और उनसे पैसे लेती हूँ, तो फिर इसीलिए मैंने स्टैंड अप शुरू कर दिया. इट्स अ मोर सेल्फिश करियर but I truly enjoy it and I love it.
Yeah. But मतलब वही कि काउंसलिंग में जब आप जाते हो तो I'm curious about this. So because people have their own stories, you listen to their life stories, and you see this world from a larger perspective. So did you ever hear a nasty story and go like, wow, did that just happen? Like,
So you know about counseling, right? So मैंने सिर्फ पढ़ाई की है, मैंने practice नहीं किया है counseling. I
oh,
didn't practice it, but my friends did, and it is quite intense. Like the things, the experiences that they've had with their clients. Oh
mhm.
yeah, they shared it with me, and I was like, ठीक है, अच्छा है मैंने नहीं किया. I'm sorry, it's a very noble profession, but still.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So are we, मतलब क्या हम लोग क्या क्या expect कर सकते हैं? Like because you have not done counseling, so मतलब आप comic aspect में क्या लेके आओगे? Because what was your life before 2017? Tell me about that.
It was, see, the thing is that I was always funny, but किसको पता नहीं था. तो
Mm-hmm.
मुझ में काफ़ी गुस्सा, काफ़ी एंग्स्ट, जो यूथ वाला एंग्स्ट जो रहता है कि मैं बता के रहूँगी दुनिया को कि मैं भी फनी हूँ.
Yeah.
तो इसलिए मैंने स्टैंड अप इसलिए भी करना शुरू कर दिया बिकॉज आई वाज दैट पर्सन इन द क्राउड हु वाजंट recognized, who didn't have power, and nobody listened to me. So that's why I took the mic and I was like, everybody will listen to me, I'm on stage. So
Hmm.
that's how it started. It comes from that, it comes from
Yeah.
my need, okay. So then what you expect from Dongri Danger is that you expect like a lot of jokes and a lot of honesty, because
Mm-hmm.
honestly that's also who I am as a person. If you
Mm-hmm.
ask like around in the comedy circuit also, I'm one of the most honest people, because and that's why people like talking to me also, because they come up to me and they bring up some name and they're like देखो क्या कहना है इसके बारे में, and they know कि मैं honestly कुछ बोल ही दूंगी. So so yeah, that I expect a lot of honesty and jokes from this show.
Right. So, Dongri is synonymous with Don वाला जो होता है एक mentality कि मतलब Dons रहते हैं वहाँ पे. So, but from what I hear, things are a little different now. मतलब terror नहीं गया है, but इतना इतना भी नहीं है आप, ऐसे ऐसे आ रहा है. So, tell me your first-hand experience and मतलब how is life in Dongri at the moment?
How is that in Dongri? Dongri life is still, it's yeah, there are no dons.
Yeah.
There is no Don. I'm the only Don over there. No kidding. So it's quite many. There are no Dons, but it's still, the experience of living. My relatives. I'm from Dongri. I still live in Dongri. My relatives are from around the area,
Yeah,
and हमारा experience थोड़ा अलग है. जैसे outside the Dongri world, Muslims are minority. In
yeah,
Dongri, they are majority, so they don't
yeah.
know. They don't know कि हम minority. They're just living life, and it's just amazing. Like and like it's so good to come from like that background and then to have come out and then have the outsider's perspective and then like go back in. And so I think the show has like a mixture of like all the perspectives, and so I'm very excited for everybody to watch it.
I'll tell you मेरे साथ में क्या इंसिडेंट हुआ. I was in Baikala. So
Oh.
yeah, I was in Baikala and I just मतलब वहाँ पे पारसी कॉलोनीज है. So I had just met someone and come out and मैं टैक्सी में जा रही थी and this taxi driver tells me that मैडम आपको आपको डोंगरी पता है ना. हमने क्या डेफिनेटली. So then he's like आप वहाँ पे कभी मत जाना. And I'm like what even. So
Shaheen, I live there, okay? So if you to come to my house, आपको डोंगरी आना पड़ेगा.
well अभी तो मैं मुंबई में हूँ नहीं. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, so basically what I'm trying to ask you is that ये एक जो मतलब लोगों में थोड़ा टेरर है अभी भी डोंगरी को and still you want to bring it in comedy. तो ये दोनों अलग genres है but you're mixing them. तो मतलब what were you thinking, like कैसे आप दोनों को मैच करने वाले हो?
No, because I think that I have a sense of humor. So no matter what genre you give me, मैं comedy तो लाऊंगी. Like if it's thriller, I would like to write comedy thriller. If it's anything, I like to bring comedy aspect of it. And Shine, what is great about what is happening right now with comedy is that it's not now people are taking it seriously. Like now people want like dramedies where they want drama, but they also want the writers, because I'm also a writer, so I also have
Right,
sort of a
yeah,
more perspective. Like
yeah.
like platforms, like they're interested, like not just in like all drama, they also want comedy. Also what comedy does is that some very heavy subjects you can convey it with like thoda light tone, and log sun bhi lete hain aapki baat, and then you also convey it like a very very serious subject. So I think comedy, so I will never ever in my life do anything else other than comedy, because I really really like it. So as a writer also, I like to pursue projects jahan pe comedy hai, and also of course because I'm a stand up comic, so every subject I touch, I would like to have like I would like to write jokes about it and see how it goes. So yeah.
Right, right. So while you say that you have a sense of humor and मतलब आपका comic है, which I completely agree to, but there you cannot always be funny. ये एक होता है, and yeah, I think you'll agree. So when you are also a writer, तो एक writer's block भी आएगा कि मतलब I'm not getting कि कैसे मैं इसको थोड़ा और funny बनाऊं. So what is usually your procedure कि आगे तब कैसे जाते हो? Like what do you do at that point कि how do you get over that writer's block?
Correct, correct. Talk about writing, when you're writing something, and of course there are things that you can't make jokes about. You tackle it differently. Like then you're not making jokes about the subject, but there could be something around happening where you can get the humor out, like a moment where all the characters break and they laugh about something else, because you in life also that happens, right? When you're going through breakup or heartbreak or anything which is heavy and brings you down, you have to take break in between and laugh about something else. So like that's how I think comedy कहीं ना कहीं आप integrate करना सीख ही लेते हो. Like yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I think what you're talking about is also tone. Like you can't be tone deaf. Like you can't really, if there's something really heavy going on, you can't break the tension. Sometimes you need the tension in shows when you write, because like I said, I'm also a writer, so a lot of that also comes in when I'm talking about comedy. So
Yeah.
yes, sometimes tension is required, but then as with experience, you learn when to break the tension and when to keep it. It's the same with comedy, it's the same with stand up. You learn on stage when to keep the tension and when to break it. So that's what it is.
Right, right. Okay. So अभी recent में ये हुआ है with stand-up comedians especially that they मतलब वो लोग there's this fine line कि मतलब sometimes you do not know if something will offend people या वो, and by the time you try to correct it वो शायद से they have already done so much that you do not know what to do next. So yeah, so ऐसा situation, if at all it happens with you, like if there is a script wahan pe, maybe you are not writing it, maybe someone else is writing the script for you and you just have to go out there and perform. तो आपके साथ में ये हो गया. So how will you per se deal with the situation, because there are, death threats and venue vandalism and God knows क्या क्या हो रहा है. So how do you think मतलब you will deal with such a situation, and what मतलब, yeah, how will you deal with the situation basically?
See, I think all comics or anyone writers basically, most of them speaking for no, actually not speaking for most of them, but like myself and a lot of people I work with, their intention is never to offend. Like when the intention is always entertainment.
Right.
So, and if, for example, someone still takes offense, and but I would love to then, as an artist or as a comic or as a writer, go out there and explain my intent behind doing it, which was very honest and very clear, which was only entertainment and no offense. But I am also not denying that I would be open to apologizing, because if somebody has taken an offense, it's okay. Like, a lot of artists are dead against it, where they're like, why should I apologize? Like, no, it's my right, it's my freedom of speech. I understand my freedom, I exercise my freedom of speech, but of taking offense also, they are exercising theirs. So I
Right.
would like to explain my side of it, and also it's like, it's fine to be like, I apologize. It was, if you've taken offense on something, but the intent was always entertainment. I don't think anybody sets out to offend.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah. So tell me, मतलब, what are you expecting after Dongri Danger? Are you going to continue stand-up comedy? Are you going to, do that as well as get into acting, or what is on your mind after Dongri Danger?
हाँ, so like I said, because I'm a stand comic, तो एक वो होता है ना चेकलिस्ट कि आपने भाई साहब मतलब ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म पे अपना स्पेशल निकाल दिया, बहुत बड़ी बात
Yeah,
होती है.
yeah.
वो तो हो गया, डोंगरी डेंजर आ गया Amazon प्राइम वीडियो पे. इसके बाद आई एंड स्मोकी वी आर को क्रिएटिंग अ शो. So as a writer, that's the next big step in my career, where finally I've written with her, and now I'm finally moving on to co-creation of a show, co-writing a show with her. So inshallah it's going to come out like very soon, and I'll be so happy to like announce that also as when it happens. So that's the next step for me right now.